Welcome to today's episode. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the new um, Pokemon episode. Um, that episode was brilliant. It got everything. It made me laugh, made me smile. It was definitely an emotional episode as well. Um, so yeah, um, do Well, the episode starts off with Satoshi and Go are going to Hoenn to study the migrations of the Silcoon into a Beautifly. I'm going with the English translations because since I'm more familiar with them, the Japanese ones are sort of confusing to remember the names. I mean, because I already forgot the names and I just literally watched the episode. Um, and for the past few episodes since Rabbitfoot evolved, um, Rabbitfoot were sort of in the rebellious stage. Um, it didn't want to it were acting like Go were an interference with him. It didn't Go didn't know why Rabbitfoot is so heartless and cold towards Go. Um, and that making Go upset and thought Rabbitfoot is um, hates him. Thought Rabbitfoot hates Go. Um, so while they were asleep in the Pokemon Center the first night, Rabbitfoot went out of his room and went off on its own. When Rabbitfoot came back, um, Go noticed, and Rabbitfoot was shocked when Go found out that Rabbitfoot left. But Rabbitfoot, being Rabbitfoot, shied, shook it off, and just went to sleep. And Go was getting really infuriating. Um, the second night came around, it happens again, but yet Go woke up and followed Rabbitfoot. But then the next thing, Go and realised Rabbitfoot disappeared. Um, but the third day came around. In the day, um, they Satoshi, Pikachu, Go, and Rabbitfoot has um, found lots of Silcoons, um, getting ready to evolve into a Beautifly, and um, sorry, should have got my attention outside because those people being really noisy in my house. Um, they evolved into a Beautifly, and they went off pretty much like from season one of Pokemon with their cocoon and butterfly, um, butterfly. Uh, back when that episode, that episode was really emotional when you first watched it as well with Ash saying goodbye to Butterfly. Um, and it pretty much the same effects going on here. Um, and with this reboot series, they definitely have loads of inspiration from the other seasons of the original show. Um, now Pokemon finally finished, and now you rebooted it straight after it finished, so you didn't waste any time with that. Um, I was on the fence about the new Pokemon. I love the characters' designs. I love the character Go. And I always thought Rabbitfoot evolved well way too soon in the series. I looked at Wikipedia. Apparently, this reboot series finished this year, so I don't know if we're going to have 50 something episodes and that will be it for Pokemon. I'm not too sure. Um, or it could be like the Pokemon movies, where it's a new sort of story each time. Pretty much. I think up here to demonstrate the power of us. This is the second of the remake movies, and it's a completely different story, different character developments and that. So yes, I mean it would be interesting to do that. Each Pokemon season now is a very different story. So I mean we might not see Go on the next round, and it'd be Ash with a different companion. That will be interesting to see. But we're not talking about the future theories of Pokemon. We're talking about today's episode. Okay, so after they saw the flock of um, beauty Beautyfly were going, they went to sleep at the Pokemon Center just before they go back to Pallet Town where they live and start theories and whatever. And but Go yet Satoshi. I'm going with the Japanese name because this isn't dubbed just yet. I mean, I'm really enjoying the opening, so I won't be even bothered if that get even dubbed. I'm enjoying the Japanese version of it. So anyway, Go yet Satoshi knew about Rabbitfoot disappearance every night for the past 2 nights so far. So they sort of stayed awake but without Rabbitfoot knowing. And when Rabbitfoot did go, Satoshi, Pikachu and Go followed it. But then Rabbitfoot disappeared once again. But they hearing some sounds from an abandoned warehouse. So they went to investigate the warehouse, and then they saw Rabbitfoot with 2 Zigzagoons, and I forgot the other Pokemon names. It evolves into Lucario, but I forgot what the previously evolved form is. But it turns out Rabbitfoot is teaching them how to dance, which were really cool because I mean I don't dance, but are we interested in dance stuff, and seeing those Pokemon dancing is really cute. Rabbitfoot was so adorable dancing like that for the Six Lagoons as well. Rabbitfoot I mean Go and Satoshi was sort of spying on him, and because Go didn't want Rabbitfoot to realise that they were there watching, and Rabbitfoot were teaching them to dance over territory because 3 Loudreds came and challenged them to a dance battle to see who get to keep their territories, and they got loads of food to keep them occupied and that to last them a long time. So Rabbitfoot were teaching them how to dance, and then you were having a dance battle, and that got Go so excited. Go joined in on the dance battle. Rabbitfoot were sort of embarrassed, but then when Go forced himself to Rabbitfoot and they all danced together, Go were encouraging Rabbitfoot, and it was a complete dance battle episode. It was really good, and Go realised why Rabbitfoot were so depressed since he evolved. Go thought that he is holding Rabbitfoot back because Rabbitfoot when they first got together, I could say Rabbitfoot's previous name, but I kind of forgot it. I'm just learning the news and the new Pokemon names. I mean, Rabbitfoot. You kind of easily remember that name. He were looking after 3 Pokemon at the station back when Go and Rabbitfoot first met. By giving it food and that. But then Go realised that he was doing the same thing with 6 Legumes and that Unicario previous form. And when Go went to get Rabbitfoot to go back to a pirate town, he was so happy and asleep with the rest of them, so relaxed, and Go just didn't want to disturb him, so Go left Rabbitfoot. But then when they were on the train, Satoshi said, "Did you spoke to Rabbitfoot that is what Rabbitfoot actually wanted, to be left alone?" And when it hit Go, he got so sad and so frustrated with himself, he actually ran to the end of the train, hoping that Rabbitfoot would be there at the train station, but it wasn't. So Go was so depressed. Then, out of nowhere, Rabbitfoot came with an apple also offering, and Rabbitfoot smiled for the first time with Go, and it were actually an emotional scene. It were completely amazing episode. I pretty much said all there is about this episode, but it's so good. I would definitely recommend watching the series just for that episode alone. But yeah, I mean, I was really on the fence about this new series. It was definitely different. I mean, I like the whole idea. I mean, I didn't like Pokemon Sun and Moon at all. But I like the idea of Ash traveling and collecting gym badges. That is what I like about Pokemon. Where this new series, it's a bit different. They unlike collecting gym badges, they Satoshi and Go collects intel about other Pokemon pretty much, and it just pretty much they are professors, but doing research and that. So pretty much like Professor Oak in the longer days, pretty much that sort of similar vibe. It was definitely building onto me. I just need to come to terms that this isn't a gym badges sort of show no more. It was just, I mean, now I'm not all stuck on that idea anymore. It actually beginning to be an alright show. I mean, I love the character designs of Go and the Pokemon. Even Satoshi have a better design than Sun and Moon did. Overall, I enjoy the show so far, and I can't wait till the next episode. So, this will be it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. So, see you later. Bye.